Welcome! Thank you for joining us on this playtest of Dark Throne. Dark Throne is a sword and sorcery game in which you have to defeat the Dark Messiah. The Dark Messiah is a known evildoer who goes from realm to realm, capturing creatures to take under his will, under his control, to conquer the universe. In order to stop the Dark Messiah from doing so, you must defeat the creatures he has currently captured. In doing so, you will have saved the universe. I'd like to introduce you to my brother, who will help me playtest this hideous beast of a game. And now I will show you the board and layout of the magnificent beast. Alright, here is the board. I have the character cards here and their weapons right next to them. And the Dark Throne board game is there. This is going to be the easiest route, the next level, and then the most difficult path. What determines difficulty are these here. Not only these, but we have enemy spawn points located around each of these areas. And then those converge to here, leading to this one. This one is a toss of a coin. No matter which path you choose up here, you flip the coin here, and you can either have an easy battle or a mediocre battle. And you just follow this path going all the way up until the spider's lair here. If you're able to defeat the spider here, you will have saved not only your realm, but the realm of others. So to start off this playtest, we're going to roll this huge, magnificent 1d6 for the hero class to go first. We have a 3, so the first hero class moves 3 spaces forward. And then we keep rolling to see after every hero class is rolled. If we hit 2 3s or 2 rolls of the same number in a row, the character who rolled the second will go 1 behind. In this case, we already had 1 behind, so the character who rolled goes to the next spot. In this case, we rolled another 3, so we roll again. 6. We go straight to a enemy spawn point, which all of these characters here will get spawned up to here, and now we have to roll a percentile dice. If the roll is between 70 and 99, the enemy has ambushed the hero characters. That means the enemy will attack first. If the roll is between 40 and 69, it is a defense. The hero characters have defended the ambush. That means the hero class goes first. However, if the roll is 0 to 39, there is no ambush, no attack. Play begins as normal. So roll your dice.
68.
We have a 68. So, as stated, where's my camera here? As stated here, it is 69 is the highest. So the hero class has defended the enemy ambush. The heroes attack first. However, the Dark Messiah has to throw out his enemies to go first. So he's going to throw out the undead and the goblin. How the Dark Messiah works is each of these spawn points here, the Dark Messiah has up to 3 points to spend on his spawnables. Each spawnable has a level from 1 to 4, goblins being the lowest and the giant being the highest at 4. Since we have 3 to work with at the spawn location over here, we sent out 1 goblin and 1 undead. It is the hero's turn to go first. Another thing of note, whoever lands on one of the spawnables rolls or goes first in the battle.
So he is going to attack the undead. And he is going to do...
We have the thief attacking the undead.
He's going to do Swift Strike.
Max damage of 50. So we rolled a 79 on our roll. The thief can do max damage of 50. The undead's health is 75. That takes the undead's health down to 25. Now, these characters will get shifted over and it's the next one in line. The hunter is a longbowsman. I didn't even say who the other 2 were. The thief is a dual dagger attacker, and the brute is an axe attacker. The warlock is a mage. He starts off with an orb, goes to a wand, and finally a staff. That ends the hero class's turn. It is now the Dark Messiah's turn. He is going to use the undead to use a pandemic on the hero class. Pandemic spreads infectious virus. It will capture and confuse the enemy. Its damage is 50 initial damage if is successful. With pandemic, we roll a 1d6. And it goes from each character. So we're trying for the brute or the thief right now. The thief has been confused. 50 life from the thief. For the brute, damn, everybody is getting confused. And for the hunter, is not confused. She remains...
So she's in stealth.
Oh,
too.
She's in stealth, so that doesn't matter. So let's re-roll for the warlock. Warlock is confused. Happened the same way when we were practicing here. Now, the way we tell apart if they're confused or not, we move them forward just a little bit and keep the ones who are not confused pushed back, just so we're all aware of what's going on there. So the thief, the brute, and the warlock all took 50 health, 50 hit points from their health. Now it is the goblin who we will use. We're going to go with Swarm here. That does all goblins on the field surround the hero characters and brutally attack all at once. Max damage for one goblin is 20. However, if there are multiple goblins on the field, that attack, based on the roll, is multiplied by how many are on the field. So for instance, if we rolled a 20 with all the with all the with 2 goblins, it would be 40 damage, just for reference. So we roll the percentage to see what we get, and we need to specify who we're doing. Oh no, it's all of them. Swarm goes for all of the hero characters, and damn.
Except for the one in stealth.
Except for the one in stealth, because the enemy can't see her. So we have an 81, however, only 1 goblin, so it's a 20 for all those characters. So that's a max or a total of 70 points from each of those characters. Okay, I thought I had deleted enough space on my phone here for all of this. Apparently I didn't. My phone's memory got filled up pretty quickly. In the time it took for me to upload everything and delete the things from my phone to make more space, my brother, one helping me with the playtest, had to go to bed. He's got work tomorrow and he's got to get up rather early. So just a rundown of how the game would proceed from here. If the healer characters win from here, they would get another round of weapons to be able to use. So this here would be for the brute. He's got his basic axe, his secondary axe, and his final axe. This would be for the hunter, basic bow, next bow, and final bow. That's for the mage and the thief. The mage has an orb, a stick or a wand, and a staff. And then the dual daggers for the thief. So no matter which path they go here, if they want an easy path, a mediocre path, or a more difficult path, it doesn't matter. This would be, they pass these here, they'd get their second weapon, and then they'd move on. And these here, these red H pieces or spaces, would, when landed on, would send a horde down. Now it only sends 1 horde, and these extra ones up here are more for just decoration than anything, or possibly the heroes were able to pass those ones, so then there's harder times, more chances for them to hit the Dark Messiah's minions to be spawned over here, and they'd start coming down this way after every turn. Then once the hero class gets here, it would be a coin flip, and it would be left up to the players to decide whether this here would be heads or tails versus this is heads or tails. This would be more difficult and this would be less difficult. As with the skulls over here, it's less difficult, little more, and pretty much extreme. Then they would also have to fight here the same as here, and depending on which flip would depend on how many the Dark Messiah can spawn in. I'd say here it would be like 7 and here it would be 10. And if they healer characters could pass here, they would get their third and final weapon, becoming the strongest they can. However, on the same note, if the horde that was spawned up here was able to traverse all of this and meet them here, not only would the hero class characters have to fend off the Dark Messiah's minions coming down this way, but as well as whatever would be spawned here. Now, if they passed this, if they defeated all those characters here, they'd still get healed and be able to move on. It would just mean a little more of a struggle. Once getting past here, they would jump up, or they would, follow the line, the spaces up here to the spider layer, to where they'd have to fight a spider humanoid who has max health of 500. So that is Dark Throne, and I appreciate everybody who watched the video. Hope you all have a good day. Goodbye.